Alright, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Let's Play Darkest Hour with the AAR mod, or the Armistice and Revolution mod. We are here in 1936, and we will continue with the rest of the game with the starting of this event. Now, I've written this event because I have colonies here in Ethiopia and Somalia. I don't want them. I want to get rid of them. I want them to kind of be released. I'm going to keep Libya though, because Libya is kind of nice. It kind of fits with the kind of the Roman Empire-esque theme that they were kind of going with, or at least what Mussolini was going with. He's not in power, so it doesn't really matter. But at least the claims are there, and so that's kind of nice to have. But I want to release these guys because I just don't want them, and I got so much belligerence from them. So I'm gonna do this because I didn't mean to annex Ethiopia at all. It just happened that way. So now I got this event that gives me the release of the colonial claims on them. As you can see, removes claims. Also gets rid of belligerence that I gained for annexing them. So now I'm just gonna release Abyssinia. Gain a half of a descent, and then release Somalia to gain another quarter of a descent. Yeah, quarter of a whole descent. So do that. So now they're free. Kind of, they're puppet, but they're semi-autonomous, which is quite nice. And of course, Somalia has claims on both British and the French. So, whatever works for them. So now let's get going with the rest of the game. Alright, so, looking around. For some reason, joining the United Nations is now a factor. I thought I joined the United Nations, or United Nations, Lingo Nations, but apparently I haven't. I'm not sure if I read you guys this, because I thought we did, since Italy is technically the founding member of the League of Nations. But the League of Nations was an intergovernmental organization founded as a result of the Paris Peace Conference that ended World War I, and was the precursor to the United Nations, which I think it's useless, but yeah, it's just me. The League of Nations was the first permanent international security organization, which was useless, whose principal mission was to maintain world peace, which failed completely. At its greatest extent on 28 September 1934 to 23 February 1935, it had 58 members. Yay. The League's primary goals, as stated in the Convent, included preventing war through collective security, disarmament, and settling international disputes through negotiations and arbitration. And we all know those fucking failed us as a result. Other issues in this and related treaties include labor conditions, just treatment of native inhabitants, trafficking in persons and drugs, arms trade, global health, prisoners of war, and the protection of minorities in Europe. Oh, it won't work, but fuck it. I'm just joining because I don't want to piss off the United Nations, and I don't want to gain any more belligerence. Alright. So now, Abyssinia and Somalia have, can rule their territories. Of course, you can see here Somalia has nothing to work with as far as as far as your economy is concerned. And even in their other territories that they would have, they don't have crap. So, I think more than anything, Somalia is a liability. You can see they lost that other three. I see they would have. But for me, I think Somalia is a liability. Abyssinia, they kind of have what they need to make factories possible, but very small ones. They're very basic. So I think even Ethiopia too is a liability. Okay. in Greek island, huh? So apparently they're trying to fund partisans here. Bastards. Alright, so I'm actually going to do something. Move that there, move that there, okay. I'm actually going to make a garrison. Sorry. Do I really need those? I mean, seriously, do I really need them at all? Is there any economic benefits to them? There isn't. You know what? Okay, screw it. You know what? Greece, in honor of, peace among us, I'm just going to give you these 2 territories that I have that are completely useless to me. So, give me that. Why not? So there you go. Now they're part of the Greek islands. Yay! Greece is pretty much unified at this point. So I give them the Aegean. Of course, no relations in Greece, but that's okay. I wasn't really looking forward to the increase in relations, but just to give them that. What's interesting here is that they consider this their national claim, but the rest are colonial claims. Well, except for these 2, or these here in Thrace. But also, interesting. So give them those. Alright, so now let's work on some aircraft. Let's get a transport plane, why not? The next thing I want to do is logistics. For some reason, France just doesn't like me. What the hell? What did I do to you? Anyway, peace in our time, League of Nations, yeah, okay, da. I don't want belligerents. I feel more secure. Yay. Of course, I'm just going to make it a hot lobby again. Okay. So Yugoslavia is kind of happy. We're working on the 1936 infantry now, which is fine by me. Oh, what's going on here? Ah, interesting. For the defense of democracy. They were far from democratic too. Oh, now they're social liberal. Interesting. Interesting how that works out. Alright, so Egypt had they signed the Anglo-Egyptian Treaty, which I don't remember what it stated. I guess it states they're allies, I guess. I think that's how it worked. I'm not sure. Yeah, I guess that's what it is. I'm not sure. But yeah, now there's a Spanish Civil War here in Spain, which was redundant of me saying in the first place. However, Gibraltar's under partisan control. And it doesn't look like the British are in any rush to alleviate that problem. Alright, so we got those going. Let's work on logistics. I want to get that out of the way. Logistics is very important. I don't think I did much research on that in my Austrian campaign. So you can see here the nationalist government under Ferrer and Arandio are leading the fascist of nationalist Spain against the I guess you would say the left wing of Republican Spain. But they're still called Spain. They weren't renamed to Republican Spain, which I found kind of interesting. As you can see, it's going back and forth. Quite interesting. And of course, France steals some blueprints from me. Fucking bastards. Decrease intelligence funding. Screw it. I'm tired of France bugging the shit at me. Place your bets, ladies and gentlemen. Who's going to win this war? Between the nationalists and the Republican. It looks like the Republican is kind of Gained a little bit of lead there. I don't think there's any... Nope. Okay, so there's no victory points on the Spanish colonies in Africa. It looks okay. So it looks like the nationalists are gaining some leeway on the northern part and losing in the south. Yep, there goes Cordoba back under Republican Spain control. Okay, Sora went under nationalist Spain, and then okay, Coruna. Huh. So I wonder what's going to happen once the nationalists gain the north, or if the Republicans gain the south. At least what happens if the Republicans gain the south back. Because I don't think they can transfer over to Cadiz. No, they can't. Okay, so it looks like the Republicans are securing the south pretty well. If they can secure Cadiz, looks like it's going to be, they're going to shift all their forces north. But there goes Vigo. Guadalajara is now under. Huh. I'm just looking on. I'm just screw what's going on in Italy right now. I'm just looking on right now over what's going on here in Spain. Probably should do a no fog. Actually, what's going on in oh, okay, so Soviets haven't captured St. Petersburg yet. Let's look what else is going on around the world before I end the video, because it's almost 1937. Yeah, Canada and U.S. are still kicking. Hopkins and Roosevelt. Huh. So the Roosevelt administration is in power, and everything just goes further downhill with that. I'm sure I'm going to get a lot of flack for that, but whatever. Alright, so we're now in 1937. Let's look at actually. I'm quite curious. Okay, 11 divisions of Republicans, and then, of course, one light armored, one infantry, a lot of militia, or some militia and some infantry, against cab and infantry. And of course, wow, a little bit widespread here, but not as much. It's just more sporadic, or not sporadic, but more, I guess, concentrated on the front a little bit. Republican Spain hasn't really secured the line, or at least secured a line in their defense. But it looks like they're going to go up to Zaragoza, or Zaragoza, not Zaragoza, but it's Zaragoza. Sorry. Okay. So it looks like Republican Spain might actually win it after all, which is nothing new in a lot of the vanilla versions. I mean, a lot of people say that Republican Spain wins all the time, more times than not. I think that's kind of true to a large extent. Looking around the world, Finland. See what's going on here. 21 divisions. Damn, that's 42 divisions. But that are afraid of going after one province. With 11 divisions. I know it's a level 5 fort, but frick. I think the Soviets could take the Russians out. I think they're just afraid to. And if I remember the AI programming, I think there's an extent in which the AI will go after certain forts above a certain level. I think it is level 5 is where they're afraid of. But it's proven that they're afraid of going after that fort. And what's going on with the Soviets, however, if they, they're pretty much, Poland can even take them out, it looks like, at this point, if they wanted to. I think Poland could actually take on the Soviets with the way they're afraid of going after. Because where is it? See, it's in the Baku, and if I know I've talked about this before. I mean, Romania could just, even if Romania wanted to get into war and take out the Soviets, all they could do is just go after the Baku region and then just surround it, and then everybody else in the Soviet Union would be completely unsupplied and unfunded, and they will just collapse under their own weight, essentially. So, because they haven't won the war against the White Russians, they're just screwing themselves out of they're really screwing themselves in the foot. Might as well say foot, not the ass, but whatever, I said the ass now. Their longtime nemesis, Persia, could just come in and just kick their ass. They don't take tobacco, of course. Anyway, enough of the rambling. So I released Ethiopia and Somalia. Spanish Civil War going on. So nothing too much was going on. So until next time, I will see you guys later for 1937 in the very next video. Until then, I will see ya.